I am Dr. Tabassum Parveen, HOD of Economics Department, SM College, Bhagalpur, Bihar. Now I want to present some important ideas about the impact of COVID-19 on India's migrant workers. Before going to the impact of COVID-19 on our economy, we must know about the coronavirus, due to which our economic conditions become worst. The outbreak of coronavirus disease 2019, first identified in Wuhan, the capital of Hubei, China in December 2019. Indian migrant workers during the COVID-19 pandemic have faced multiple hardships. With factories and workplaces shut down due to the lockdown imposed in the country, millions of migrant workers had to deal with the loss of income, food shortages, lacking jobs and money, and with public transportations shut down, thousands of migrants were forced to walk hundreds of miles back to their villages, with some dying during the journey. The unfolding coronavirus pandemic is very much a global issue, with nearly every country in the world impacted. This is severely affecting the garments, footwear, construction, and agricultural sectors. According to the World Economic Forum and ILO, International Labour Organization, predicted that due to the pandemic and lockdown, about 400 million workers would be poverty-stricken. Most migrants in the country originate from Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, followed by Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. The cities of Mumbai and Delhi attract the highest number of migrants. Migrants workers, majority, comprise of daily wage laborers working in the manufacturing industries and construction industries. Since many of them work in the informal sectors, they are mostly from rural areas, but live in cities for work for most of the years. Many have no savings and lived in factory dormitories, which were shut due to the lockdown. According to research published in the Royal Geographical Society, the workers who have been treated the worst are from areas Odisha, Jharkhand, and Chhattisgarh. Migrant workers who decided to stay back during the exodus faced assault from their neighbors, who accused them of being infected with coronavirus. They thus could not venture out to buy food. Many also faced police brutality if they ventured out of their homes. Upon their return to their hometowns and villages, they were treated with either fear or a class bias, being hosed down with disinfectants or soap solution in same cases. They were feared to be carrying coronavirus from the urban areas where they had been employed. Migrants traveling by Shramik special trains reported that food and water provisions were either not provided or simply dumped at the entrance of the trains, leaving workers fighting with each other to get their share. Passengers then hurriedly filled the water bottle at the railway stations that the trains stopped at. Many migrant workers expressed a fear of returning to their old jobs in the cities after facing unemployment during the lockdown. Due to the lockdown, more than 300 deaths were reported till 5th May, with reasons ranging from starvation, suicides, road and railway accident, police brutality, and denial of timely medical care with no work and no money, and lockdown restrictions, putting a stop to public transport. Thousands of migrant workers were seen walking or bicycling hundreds of kilometers to go back to their villages. Some with their families, many did so while hungry. Social distancing was not possible for these migrants since they travel together in large groups. According to some of them, they would rather die from the virus at their own villages. Many were arrested for violating the lockdown after being caught in interstate borders, forests between states, and even on boats to cross river. Others died in accidents on the roads. On 31st March, as many as 120 migrant workers were allegedly beaten by the police in Gujarat and forcefully rounded up in a single lorry and dropped in Maharashtra. Despite being wounded in Aurangabad, 16 migrants were killed on 8 May after a train ran over them while they were sleeping on the tracks. Exhausted from walking, 26 migrants were killed in an accident between two trucks carrying migrants in Auraiya on 16th May. In May, a 15-year-old girl carried her ailing father on a bicycle for 1,200 kilometers from Bihar to Gurugram over the course of a week and received praise from Ivanka Trump. Many migrants live in crowded accommodation or dormitories where social distancing is challenging to implement. There were limited access to personal protective equipments such as masks and sanitizer. The COVID-19 pandemic has pushed the country under an extended lockdown, creating a cascading effect on economic growth, but the labor migrants caused by it is posing serious challenges for the power and renewable energy industries. The exodus of migrant laborers from major metro cities has given rise to a shortage of non-technical workers working in the energy industries. COVID-19 impact has gone beyond public health to a social and economic issue, especially for migrant workers, as mentioned by the lead economist of World Bank. Millions of Indian migrant workers in Gulf countries are facing a crisis due to COVID-19 and the fall of oil prices. Since economic activities have come to a standstill, economic growth has not been able to deliver jobs. Additionally, between 2012 and 2018, India lost 6.1 million jobs, 6.1% rise in unemployment. The coronavirus pandemic comes as a huge shock to the labor market in India. According to the last survey of the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, CMIE, the overall rate of unemployment has increased from 8.4% to 23.8% in the week ending 29th March. If we consider the occupational structure, we find that around 40 million urban informal workers are committed to in 10 highly occupations, including small shops, laborers in construction, street vendors, garbage collectors. These workers are worse hit during the lockdown and consequently their families.